Wow, somebody's above me. Hello and welcome to another episode of Animation 3, FORTNITE Zero Build. Whoa. I haven't been over here yet, I don't think. Okay. I need some weapons though, people. Let's go way over there. Let's check it out. Oh, okie dokie. Cool. How do I get off of this thing without dying? Oh boy. I can't slide on this. Oh boy. Oh, this is crazy. How do I get off of here now? Ooh, that took a bunch of my health. Please let there be a med kit in here. Nope. Med kit. Nope. Hmm. Let's try over here. Oh, we got some heal. That's good, that's good. I'm concentrating before I start talking. I do have a topic for today. It's kind of a crazy one. I was going to list all the jobs I've had. So if anyone out there is like me and has struggled with maintaining a job for a long period of time like they always want you to, have no fear. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Oh, it's not that far. Please stop, Mr. Storm. Stormy Storm. Okay, here we go. Let's heal up quick and pay attention now. so I don't die in storm this time. Okay. We're gonna have to keep moving though. I don't want to stick around in any one place too long. Because that storm keeps getting me. I come too close to dying in it all the time. This is a weird looking jungle right here. Crazy. Okay, well, oh, somebody's already on me. Well, I gotta get out of here. I'm trying to find some place to hide so I can start reading off my list. I literally made a list of all the jobs I've had in my adulthood, and it's crazy. Like, if I had to list all of that on a resume for a job, it would be pages and pages long. Way too long for what they want these days. I think that's why they started telling people only go back 10 years now, because some people were having too many jobs on their list. Hold on one second though, I want to make sure this is streaming. Okay, it looks like it is, so we're good. Okay, so as most of you know, I grew up on a farm, so I've been working my whole life basically. And I babysat for most all of my cousins that were on that side of the family too, which was 21 cousins altogether. So I started babysitting when I was 11. I'm the oldest grandchild on that side of the family, so it's a lot of kids, I know. Sometimes I would do group babysitting because some of my aunts and uncles, had 3 or 4 kids, so they had no problem calling me up and saying, hey, can you watch the kids while we go do such and such? So anyways, yeah, I worked on the farm. Then I worked on an additional farm so that I would get paid, because I wasn't really getting paid anything on on the family farm. So I worked for another farm milking cows. The cows were always supposed to be fed by the time I got there, but they never were, so most of the time I had to feed them first too before I could start milking. Already the storm. Then I worked in an orchard, picking strawberries, apples, marigold flowers, cherries, raspberries. Yeah. Then, these are not in the correct order either, because I couldn't even remember what order I worked what, but I worked at Fleet Farm as a cashier there. I also worked at what was called at the time the Agricultural Stabilization and Conservation Service in the office. I might get killed in this game. My job there was to meet with farmers in the county and draw maps of the fields from aerial maps of the fields they were choosing to put into the conservation program that they would sign up for, and then they would get paid by the government to leave those fields alone for the year, or however many years they contracted them for, to let it just grow up wild and reseed itself and all of that. So I worked for that company for a while. I really liked that job too. I got to go on conferences and things like that. I learned a lot, and it was still farm related, so I really liked that. At the time I was totally into the farming still. Then I started moving a lot. So I worked for Save More Foods in the bakery there, in the deli bakery, making donuts and bread and things like that. Let me take this so I don't get stuck in the storm again. Somebody might be over here, I don't know. Okay. So yeah, I worked at Save More Foods. Then I worked in a little sports shop. Where they had things like fisherman's type fisherman's gear, clothing, things like that. And I was just like a retail person there. I better win this. I don't know though. My guns kind of suck. I don't have a short range. I need a short range shotgun right now. That's what I need. I need this. No, this. Oh, third place. We'll play again though because I have a lot more jobs on my list. Okay, so we'll do another round. That was pretty close though. I mean, what, third? So it's good. Still in the top 5. So yeah, I worked at Jerry's Sports Shop, it was called. Then, again, I was a babysitter in between there for people that I didn't really know. Then I also worked at Hardee's, which was like a fast food joint, kind of like McDonald's, but with a much bigger menu. I missed their peach cobbler though because that was delicious. And I worked at Subway making sub sandwiches. And I have worked at McDonald's a couple times. Then I also worked for a temp agency for a while called Snelling. I don't know if they're even around anymore. And they sent me on several jobs. I had, I think it was called AC Delco or something. Snap-on Tools. RBSI Systemation. MetLife Insurance. And then I couldn't remember the name of this company, but it was a big Fortune 500, like, well-known computer support tech there. And I worked for a place called North Shore Kennels, where I had to take care of. They had about 92 dogs in that kennel that I took care of on the weekends. I was supposed to have help with that, and that guy would never show up to work, so I always ended up doing everything by myself there. So I would be there all day into the night trying to. So yeah, then I worked also at the doggy daycare center. Pick and Save. Again, I was in the bakery. Century 21 Real Estate, I was a receptionist there. Lakeshore Newspapers, Horseman's Yankee Peddler, which was also a newspaper. Sam's Club, IPC International, which was a mall security job. Yes, I was even mall security. I've got some stories on that one. Maybe I'll tell them one day. I don't know. stuff that made me not want to stay in the security business, but um, I still remained in the security business though for a while because oh no, there's no guns in there. I have nothing to defend myself. But anyways, I worked for mall security and then I worked for Boston store loss prevention. So I was still fighting crime. I don't have a gun. The other guy is gonna get me if this guy doesn't. See, I got two people ganging up on me. That's not fair. It's supposed to be solos. We'll try it again. Anyways, okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, Boston store loss prevention. Then also Pinkerton Security. Pinkerton Security was a third shift job where I had to actually be in a patrol car and go from one end of town to the other all the time and check all these buildings with a bunch of keys on a huge key ring and go from every corner into the building that the customer wanted. And then if an alarm would go off on the other end of town, I'd have to drive all the way to that end of the town and check out what was going on with the alarms. It was very stressful, and I couldn't take it anymore, so I left. I left the whole security thing after that job. That one did me in. I couldn't take it. So, and then I worked at a technical college bookstore in their south campus. Then I worked at their north campus taking notes for disability students. I worked for Cousin Subs, making sub sandwiches again. Worked for Pizza Hut. I worked for Mary Kay as a representative and Avon as a representative. And I've had my own businesses in between all that too, here and there. Like I had private dog training lessons, commercial cleaning company, a design company, and I'm currently working on my newest company, which was in my previous video. I've done furniture refinishing, wood crafts, and artwork that I've sold in retail stores. I've worked for Outlier AI company, editing responses from AI prompts. And I'm also an English tutor, but that I haven't had any luck with getting any students yet. But I am totally ready, and I still would like to do it. Shouldn't go there, I guess. Does this have a scope? No, that ain't gonna have a scope on it. Somebody's flying in right here. I need to get out of here. I need a launch pad so I can get out of here. Where is it, people? There it is. There's a launch pad. Thank you. Somebody was listening to me. I don't think I can set it up on this though, can I? It has to be a grassy area. I'm not sure. Okay, well, let's get up there. And let's go further into the circle. Ah, that's not a good jump. I needed it high up, and I could have went further. Well, it's better than nothing. and including college. Like I've been in and out of college too for, well, ever since I got out of high school actually. I've always went part-time and had to drop out many times because of moving again. So I have a degree, and I went back to college this past year too to pick up even more classes. I would most important classes that I needed because I already have all my general stuff finished, so I could take what I wanted, which was nice. Somebody saw me. They coming. I couldn't. Thank you for that too. Okay. I wouldn't have to move yet, really, because I'm in circle yet. But let's find a good place to hide for a second. Oh no. Why do they have such big hills in this map this time? Like, you're definitely gonna lose your health if you jump these things. Hear something. Oh no. Oh no. Bear with me, people. My connection is bad again, and it just told me only the mic is gonna show up right now. Well, maybe we'll just end it here. And we'll have to play again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.